All right, round, dark, and handsome, number 9. Only got 3 this time. Daussay decided he couldn't make it again. um,
Mm,
yeah, so we got Mark and we got Jack Jack, which is good because the game I had planned today is pretty much just for 2 people and a host. So works out.
the usual suspects.
Yeah. All right. So the game is going to be you guys are going to be debating, but the topics you are debating about, I will come up with, and I will decide which side you are on in this debate, and you have to do your best to win uh, in that category, even if you don't agree with it. So I will be judging you based on how convincing your argument is, not which side I think is correct.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. So
So it's a noun, correct?
yeah, it's gonna be just like a person, place, thing, concept, and you have to
Okay. Yep.
debate that concept, that thing.
Okay. I
This is gonna
definitely
get
know what a noun is, yes.
So
something you can touch, I think, right?
yeah, something that is physical.
Or the name of something.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
My-
something that is
No, no,
physical.
sorry,
A
not something you can touch. I don't think a
person.
noun's something you can.
It's a person, a place, or a thing.
Yeah, sorry, no, I'm thinking of another grammar thing.
Yeah,
So would my butthole be classified as all three?
yeah. Your butthole is a
No,
noun for sure.
it's a
Yeah.
place for sure.
It's a
It's also
person.
a thing.
Place.
Or it's
thing.
more like a destination that you'd want to end up.
It's Mark's
a lot of
destination.
a lot of
It's my destination after this podcast
excuse
and
me,
after
I'm
lockdown.
taken.
All
Oh
right.
shit! It's alright.
Anyway. So Mark,
I'll wear socks. Go on.
your first topic is going to be men.
Oh, this is gonna get fucky, bro.
Jack, your first topic is women.
Oh no, you couldn't have chosen a more controversial one. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
yes, I could have.
Can I quit now? Can I quit now?
All right. So, Mark, you have as long as you want to try to convince me that men
We flip a
are
coin to see who goes
superior.
first.
Oh yeah, sure. We can roll a dice. Highs or
Shotgun.
highs or lows, Mark.
Okay.
You're the guest.
I'll go highs.
Okay. It
I'll
is
go highs
two.
too.
So it's
So-
Jack Jack. Jack Jack goes
Right.
first. Why are women better than men?
Oh god.
Because they give birth. Can men give birth? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a fair point.
Without women, society would collapse. Do you know why? Because pussy would get old. Pussy doesn't get old.
That would probably be my starting argument too. Is vagina.
It's how I
I'm
want
just
be.
trying to keep it as tame as possible. Not going anywhere bad. They're nice. They're caring. They care for the children. Everyone cares for the children. What? How do I? Sorry, I'm picking words out of my brain right now.
Yeah, your face right now is just racking for anything women are better at. It's like I can't think of
It's not
one.
that. It's not that. I'm just trying not to be rude.
Go for it,
I'm
man.
just-
This is round, dark, and handsome. Fuck those women.
No.
I think he's meant to root for them.
I'm meant to.
Yeah, you're meant to root for them. Yeah, you're right.
Men
Fuck
are
those men.
disgusting. Men are disgusting. Okay? They stand up when they pee. That's unsanitary. When you pee into the bowl, it goes everywhere. Right? Women, sit down. Alright? That's sanitary. Straight in. No splishy, splashy, splashy. All that. They smell nice, so it's not sweat everywhere. Eh,
Would you like me to go?
Are you done?
yeah. I'm just trying to think of a way to word it.
Okay.
But
go for
I
it.
will
Just
have-
word it how you are thinking it. Okay.
I don't know if I'm thinking anything.
You have the easy one. You can't offend a man. You can go balls to the wall. You can dig in. But
Yeah, I know
this is your
that.
time. So
My time's up. It's already been.
Look, he still gets. He can still say more after I go if he would like.
All right, Mark.
Okay.
Why are men superior to women?
Stronger,
Actually, I'm pretty
faster,
lucky.
taller, hunters. um, okay, so men, I guess, are better, way better, because what did you say at the beginning of yours? You said pussy. You don't necessarily. You said pussy doesn't get old. It does. It ages. Otherwise, gilf porn wouldn't exist. Um,
How would you know?
I wouldn't. I heard it from a friend.
Please wait for his rebuttal.
I heard it from a friend. So also, you said pussy would just get old, right? Prison, the ecosystem of prison seems to work well. Otherwise, it would have failed by now. You know, I think it's a good simulation to dictate if only men lived on Earth, right? That's basically like mini prison, right? They're all doing stuff to each other, and it seems to go well. So eventually, they all will all be holding people's pockets. And you know everything would work quite nicely. I think it would all be steady. We'd have a lot more getting done. And you said only women can give birth. That's not true. You need two to tango. You need men, and you need men for kids because that's where they start out. I'm sure if we only could figure out some scientific way to grow that into a human, you know, but I don't think you could just create sperm, but you can create a place that it could grow, and find an egg, maybe, but who knows? That's not my argument. That's not my argument. What else? What else? Digging myself a hole. Please, no one see this that I know. I just think we're better at everything.
Please elaborate.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why men somehow become the most prominent names in everything, right?
Okay.
Surely it's not just cause.
What are we better
There has to be a reason. Well, like, I guess in the beginning, hunting, all that stuff. Otherwise, you know, I'm sure the women weren't like, oh yeah, let me get a spear and go fight a lion, you know. But now that everything's easier, because we've brought life to where it is, equal rights. So, I think that's
All right.
very controversial, but it was my topic which I had to follow. So let's go.
Jack, do you have a rebuttal? Do you have anything to say about his answer that would kind of work in your favor?
You say men are the hunters.
Were
Men were. Without the
Yeah.
gatherers, men would be nothing.
they'd have meat still.
Vegetarians. If men didn't exist, women could have just foraged peacefully for eon without the
And-
disgusting blight of these two-legged, three-legged cocks.
We let it go back and forth on like this second part.
No, so your time will be after Jack is done.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that your whole rebuttal?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yes. That's all I've got.
Now it's your turn.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? I think us getting rid of well, I guess the hunters getting rid of like all the dangerous animals in the vicinity, right? Is surely bringing protection to the women. If there was no men to fight off, you know, do a bit of a population culling of these dangerous animals, they're just going to multiply a lot like crazy. So that's more, you know, the women will be prey to many more things if no men existed. So in the end, men are good.
All right. Is that your guys' arguments on these two subjects?
I'm happy with that.
Okay. So just to summarize, this is what I got from both of your arguments. Mark, men are better because bigger, faster, stronger in gay time.
Daytime. Daytime works.
And
I've
then
had a golden gate time.
Jack, your argument was babies.
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 Babies and
You know
gathering.
what? You know, you could have just said boobies, and I would have let you win.
Dude, boobies would have got you so far.
It would have gotten you so far, but
Oh.
Didn't want to go that road.
All right.
the
Well,
road I went.
I gotta give the first point to Mark on this one. I think he argued a little bit more effectively. You started, Jack, to reclaim yourself in the rebuttal, but it didn't really go anywhere. You just had the one.
Oh, yeah,
point.
I know that.
Yeah, so
I know that.
I'm gonna have to give this to Mark.
Okay.
All right.
Little golf clap.
All right. Well, your next topic.
I'll go first this
You'll
time.
go
I'm
first?
happy to.
All right.
Yeah, if it's like he started. So.
Mark, your topic is Warhammer.
Okay.
Jack, your topic is Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mark Banana, why is Warhammer better than Star Wars?
Oh my god! Don't even get me started, man. There is a lot of reasons why Warhammer is just got way better than Star Wars. Okay, so Star Wars, yes, has quite a big universe, quite a lot of characters. You could say it has a lot of characters, a lot of planets, a lot of lore. Warhammer has that on like every drug on Earth. Ingest every drug on Earth. It's way bigger, way better, way more trippy, way more shit. Wouldn't you agree, Jack? It's got way more to it. It's got way more substance. I just made him agree. It's got way more substance to it, There's like down to intricate details, you got Ferrus Manus, Legion of the Primarchs of the Iron Hands, Primarch of the Iron Hands, Or is that the wrong one? Is he the Wolves one? Anyway, doesn't matter. You've got the Horus Heresy. You've got all of that. Okay? So, first off, there's that. Just, like, Star Wars just has a lack of lore. Okay, also, I think Star Wars doesn't have as many good games. The Warhammer games are way better. There's so many different times where you can have games with different eras, because there's so much, back to my last point, so much lore that you can have a game in this part of the timeline or here, 40,000 years later, 40k. That's, yeah, 4k. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. But also, Warhammer, it's lit.
Good job. I knew when you started saying I don't know, that was about the end of it. Okay. So, Jack, why is Star Wars better than Warhammer?
Because Warhammer's trash, big. All right.
clip that.
Star Wars
clip.
lore. The Star Wars lore is deep, right? You have
no.
from the Hutts to the Mandalorians to Yoda's race, all that. This very start of the Council, Jedi Council, they were peacekeepers. Warhammer, what's that? Ferrus Manus, the Primarch of the Iron Hand. Who is that? I don't even know. Not compared to Darth Plagueis the Wise. All right. Now, my opponent mentioned games. Dawn of War. All right. Space Marine. All right. Battlefront. You can't deny that Battlefront is where it's at.
Old or new?
War.
No.
The old ones were way better.
Battlefront 2.
They were rich in lore,
Old
deep
one.
history. The newer characters, from Boba Fett to IG-88 to the BB-8 units, beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
Is that your?
That's it.
That's your. All right.
So just about the games, the lore. I think the thing about the lore was definitely wrong. I know there's way more. There's books and books and books and like 10 times the amount of books for Warhammer lore than Star Wars. I actually know a lot of people personally who are really into Warhammer. There's this guy, He's called Jack. Sometimes he goes by Skycamp. He loves Warhammer. If you look at the previous video, I think you'll see how much he likes Warhammer. Near the end of the podcast, the last, say, 40 minutes of the last podcast, go back, have a look. You'll see who loves Warhammer. Also, it's just, it's good. I can't. I'm trying to fill in my words while speaking so I can think more. But yeah. And I can say myself, I used to not like Warhammer. I used to not know much about it, but now that I know a little bit about it, it's very fun. And Star Wars, like, oh god, boring. Everyone knows Star Wars, right? But if you could bust out some Warhammer facts, certified sitcom.
All right.
So I'll say that.
All right, Jack, your rebuttal.
First of all, this Jack person you speak of, complete fucking orangutan, shouldn't exist. Anyone who puts that much time into memorizing any of that shouldn't be here. Second of all, how many movies does Warhammer have? Exactly.
Can't respond until he's done his full thing.
Now, in my professional opinion as a Star Wars connoisseur, the very last Star Wars movie is probably one of the best masterpieces in cinematic history. And you can't deny the fact that the way that Rey fights in that movie is just swordsmanship. Right? And did you know there's 8 forms of lightsaber dueling? Did you know that? 8 different forms?
8 different forms.
Right? Yeah. There's about 17 other ones that aren't really known, but most of them are pretty bad.
That's weird. Is that you? Done?
Yep.
Well, did you know there's 22 different game franchises of Warhammer and 34 movies?
Yes, you can have an extra rebuttal.
And 34 movies. I don't see Star Wars having 34 movies. Sure, they got some TV series. I'm not even counting TV series. No, I'm not saying TV. I'm saying TV series do not count because they're not movies.
I have one last word. Darth Vader.
He's gay. I rest my case. And I rest my
He's
case.
black. You cut out there.
He's
but
not
I knew
black.
what you're
He's
saying.
white. He's white though. He's a white man.
All right.
I don't care if I lose. I know I heard him.
It really hurt me when you started on the last movies.
Mm-hmm.
It really hurt.
That's why I did
Because
it.
Jack, he knows all the lore of Warhammer. That's how I was with Star Wars for a very long time.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about Star Wars, mate.
And
I've heard you talk about Star Wars.
And I put you on. I put Jack on Star Wars for a reason because I wanted him to trash Warhammer, and he did a good job. He did a good job.
Yeah,
It's a terrible hobby.
Yeah, it's
I'm not even in
for
character
sure.
now.
Yeah, he's.
But I think
You do have a lightsaber.
Jack delivered the argument more effectively, even though most of what he said I didn't agree with, down to the core.
Yeah, like the 18 different forms of lightsaber combat.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there are 7 main forms of lightsaber combat, and then there's a bunch of like sub forms to it as well.
How many forms of combat are in Warhammer?
I'm pretty sure the 8th
40K.
form is like the forbidden one, but Mace Windu uses it because Mace Windu harnesses the dark side.
Yeah, possibly. I know that might be 7. I think that's called Juyo. Maybe I'd have to Google. But
Don't even know off by heart. You call yourself a fan.
Yeah.
Big Star Wars fan.
But yeah, Mace Windu uses a form of Sith lightsaber fighting, which harnesses dark side power and actually draws it into him and makes him more powerful. So when he's fighting a dark side opponent, he can use his anger and feed off the anger of them, and that's why he was able to beat Sidious. But off topic, I think Jack won the debate on that one, so I'm gonna give the point to Jack.
Did you say the name of the game for the people?
Which game? Oh yeah,
This game.
yeah. This game is called Master Debaters.
Good. Just make sure they know.
All right, Master Debaters.
Yes,
Last
me.
topic.
That's me. I must. I mean, I'm a debater.
Now I have two more topics available. Do you want the controversial one, or do you want the less controversial one?
Less
controversial.
less controversial, please.
Okay. I really like the
Why?
controversial one, but it's fine.
You can tell
You
us
can
what
tell
the
us after,
controversial
and then
one.
we'll see if we want to go ahead of it with it. If we want to go ahead with it
Okay.
afterwards.
It's about two different people in the other server that have been on the podcast.
That sounds fun.
That sounds kind of fun.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Shit. Who's been?
Mark Banana. Why?
Yeah. Wait,
Or
can we
did
do
you
the?
go first, or did Jack go first?
I just went first. Wait, but are we doing the controversial one or not?
Yeah, we're doing that one then. You said it was fun.
The controversial one?
Yeah.
It sounds. Okay, go.
All right. Jack. Why is calcium better than daishi?
Oh, shit. This is good. This isn't that controversial. This is great.
So,
Sorry, calcium in advance.
Calcium is great, right? For one reason and one reason only. She can eat a lot. I'm a big boy, but she can eat 4 of me. And be like, where's my mandarin? Take it down. She's also into the rave scene, which is probably the best kind of scene, because all that other stuff's pretty shit. Right? She's pretty spectacular in that way, you know. There's plenty of videos out there of her dancing. She's a very good dancer. Unlike most people in the server. Not naming any names. Alright? She's a good listener. Smart. Smarter than Mark Banana. Don't know who he is though. What else can I fit in my short minute of how amazing calcium is? I gotta get all of the nice juicy stuff in.
Yes. You must think of something else.
Yeah. I remember once someone told me, I'm pretty sure it was Mark told me that she had very nice feet. Don't know how Mark knew that, but I'll add that up there. He told me that. So
It's lying.
she has nice feet. Alright?
That's your opinion.
All right.
Okay.
Mark, why is daishi better than calcium?
Well, just hope everyone knows. If you go back, these are 2 previous guests, so yeah, you can tell who they are. Daichi is Japanese. Calcium's Lao. One's way better. It's the Japs. The Japs have invented anime. So anyone watching this probably watches anime. So, yeah, imagine going against the Japanese person. That'd be racist. And cultural appropriation, not to mention. Anyway, I almost called him Japanese. Daichi. Daichi's smile. It lightens up the room because you just can't help but smile. Also, he's a good drinking bunny. He'll drink with you whenever, wherever. You know, whatever the cost. He could have work at 6 a.m. You've had a bad day. It's 1 a.m. He's got to wake up in 4 hours. He'll have 7 to 10 shots with you, and then wake up at 5:30, 3 hours later, and go to work. So he's a homie. You could count on him. He's Japanese. Nice smile. And compared to calcium, Daichi, look, he can't eat as much, but he makes up for that is in being able to cook authentic Japanese food, which I think everyone likes. Like, he's very good at cooking ramen. He owns a toaster. You know, he's great.
All right.
And he has infinite amounts of shin ramen on hand. So
always important in a friend. All right, Jack, do you have a rebuttal for that?
So the Japanese, right?
No,
They've done some bad things, right?
in the pot.
Yeah. They fucked with our boats a couple times.
Yeah. Some planes went, "Meow, meow, meow, meow." You know, Japan's bad. Lao, what have they done? Nothing but good.
I can't
That's just
name
like
a single
today's.
thing.
Exactly. You can't, because they haven't done anything. Japan's goods way out, bad way outweigh the good. That's what I was. It's kind of like in our situation now. Calcium is up here. Daichi's down here. All right. Sure, Daichi will drink with you whenever you need it, but calcium drinks 24/7. What can you not want? You come home, you have a bad day, take some shots with the boys. Daichi goes to bed. Who's that on webcam? Calcium. Boom. Hennessy. She's still going. Daichi ain't got shit on calcium. Daichi's a lightweight.
All right.
Okay.
I rest my case.
I really liked that rebuttal. I thought Mark was gonna win it, but your rebuttal took over it. I think you're a little.
Laos is famous for having the tallest treehouse in the world.
Exactly.
And that sucks.
Done?
They're killing
Killed
trees,
a bunch
bro.
of Americans.
They're killing
Yeah,
trees.
exactly.
Hey, do you know what America's done? America's
What?
fucking
American
shit.
number one. American number one.
America not number one. America
America is
terrible,
number
bro.
one.
They're all racists.
Mhm.
For starting, they're all of them, every single one.
Excuse me. Who do you think was the bigger racist? Japan, because they were friends with Hitler.
Well, let me argue.
No, boom! I already.
You
Right.
in favor of
Come on.
Hitler.
Jack, please let Mark continue. I will be moderator here. This is his time.
Excuse me.
Jack,
It's
Jack.
just not fair.
Jack, please let Mark.
Hitler. Right. Look, Hitler was bad, but no, I'm kidding. I'm gonna give you the point. You kind of right.
All
Japan ain't shit.
All right. So Mark forgoes.
But
his
it's not
rebuttal.
about the country. It's about the people. It's not about Laos and Japan. It's about Daichi and calcium. I think I got their countries mixed up. Same, but different. Anyway. Oh god, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Anyway, so yeah. Daichi's better. He's taller. Calcium's a midget. He's more of a
Are
person.
you still
He's got-
going? He's
He's
still
got more
going.
body mass.
He might be taller, but calcium can still put the henny away, dude.
Look, yes, she could put the henny away. But she's been training since kid, so like that's why. She's she's just got that Hennessy deposit in her stomach. But Daichi can put away cock. You've not seen him go through 10 men in one night. and come away unscathed. So, I rest my case.
Okay.
I thought you gave me the point
So-
already. Why do you keep going?
So, Mark, I just want to
I
point
gave
out
up, and then I
something.
didn't.
I found a little peculiar with your argument.
Okay.
Your whole initial argument was almost about race, like the whole thing.
Yeah, and then I remembered
And then-
it's not all about race, and I came
And then
back.
in your rebuttal, you said, "Well, race doesn't really matter."
Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, Japs ain't shit, to be honest.
All right, I'm gonna have to give the point to Jack.
Yeah,
making him
yeah,
his
yeah.
overall winner for today.
It's all right, it's all right.
Now, would you guys like to do a bonus round? Would anyone like to challenge me to one? I think this could be kind of fun.
Sure. I mean, how about we do one round each where we both challenge you to one?
Sure, yeah. I'll go head to head with both of you. Then the other guy can come up with the topic. So who wants to take me on first?
Do we highs and lows again? You got a dice ready?
Sure.
I'll go lows.
I'll go those.
I just went lows already.
Jack,
but-
you're going first. It's high.
Oh yeah.
All right, Mark, you get the first
Um,
topic.
so-
It can be anything and everything and anything.
Oh my god. Prepared. Let's say. So I'll tell you the topics first, and then I'll
Sure.
tell you.
Yeah, you get to decide who defends.
Okay. Well, I kind of already know. You're probably gonna know, but foreskins. Having a foreskin is better than being circumcised. Bacon, you're on the pro team of having a foreskin, and Jack, you're in the position of apparently circumcision's better. So
Okay.
commence.
All right.
Oh wait, who wants to go first? Wait, wait. I'm gonna flip this Pokemon card code. No one steal it. Yeah. If this is heads and the code is tail. So
All right. Tails.
Tails.
Bakers. Wait, what did I say? The code's
The code is tails.
tails. Okay, I'm flipping it. To be honest, I don't know what that. Oh no, it's tails.
Okay.
So baking.
Sweet.
So I'm pro not getting
You're
circumcised.
pro not getting circum. You're
Okay.
pro foreskin.
Okay.
You're a pro foreskin.
Being the
Sam.
avid pro foreskinner I am, it is apparent to me that the only reason we chop babies' dicks off anymore is purely for Big Pharma. Big Pharma takes the stem cells and they make beauty products, mainly for women who don't even have the foreskin to give. And I think that is just unfair, okay? You are taking future men, babies at that, one of the most innocent thing on the world, their choice from having a part of their penis. Their penis is gone because of this company's need to make beauty products to sell to people who don't even have one. I think that is ridiculous. It used to be a religious thing, which, while I'm not the biggest fan of them, taking our foreskin, if it was a religious thing, I get it. They're indoctrinated into that religion, whatever. But nowadays, it is almost purely money-driven. And I think it is fucked up that I, personally, don't have my foreskin.
Hey, damn.
Also, my camera is blurry because I ranted so hard.
He did. He ran it hard and he ran it fast. Jack.
Dick cheese. Do we want it? No. Do we like it? Sure. We're selling the foreskins to make beauty products, yes. We're helping everyone else. It's a donation that we give when we're born. It is our blessing to the world to give off that little nib. Right? I had a whole thing ready. I forgot.
You full gore?
I forgot. Hold on, I'm looking for it.
Did you write it down?
No. I had this whole thing. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Circumcisions are cool.
He's choking.
Yeah. No, that's it. I got nothing on that.
All right, so the dick cheese issue. I get it. Yes, it could be a little unsanitary, but with proper hygiene, if you actually wash and take care of yourself, unlike Jack apparently, you don't have to worry about dick cheese. Dick cheese is almost non-existent, and whenever you get too old and senile to care for yourself, it can cause some health deficiencies. But why is that important when you have the first 60, 70, 80 years of your life to not worry about it? And when you get over that threshold, when you push that gap, you can just hire a nurse to do it. And who doesn't
Right.
want a nurse on their dick? I rest my report.
Okay. He rests his case. He rests his case.
I'll have to
okay.
forfeit that because I don't know what I'm doing now. I have to,
Well, as a strong
that
advocate for keeping
entire
foreskins,
thing, dude. I was thinking about what I'm gonna make bacon do.
exactly. That's fine. As a strong advocate for keeping foreskins, I grant point to bacon. That was great. That was great. That was everything I wanted in a rebuttal.
Okay.
And the truth. And the truth. If you circumcise your kids, people watching this,
Man, I think I fucking killed that.
you did. You killed it off the top. Like I could never say words that like fucking seamlessly about a topic.
All right. So,
Alright.
Jack, what are me and Mark gonna rebuttal here? And if I win this one, then me and Jack are tied for
Lose.
points. I want to do a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Nah, I'm right. I'll just forfeit.
No more wine left.
Bacon is for making passionate love to large women.
Okay.
Mark is for making love to extremely tall women.
Aha. Okay. What if she's extremely fat and extremely tall?
Then you both do one.
Shit.
So who's going
Okay.
first?
I got a number between 1 and 5. Pick.
3.
3.
Alright, it
I
was
said
3.
three
So
I said 3
Bacon
first.
goes. I'll go Mark first, actually.
No, well, I said it first, so
I
like,
thought I
shouldn't
said
I
it
get to
first on my
choose
end, but-
who goes first?
Look, Bacon went first last time, so you just go first this time, Mark.
Jack's a game master right now.
Shh.
Game Master. Tall women. Don't you want to climb one? That's my slogan. Right, so tall women. It's right. It's simple. It's simple. Short women, you have a woman. Tall woman, you've got woman, but more woman. It's literally maths. You have more woman, so it's less gay. More woman minus a little. Yeah, no, it's less gay if there's more woman, because how can you be gay if you've got more woman than another man? So you can call him gay. Okay, get it? Get it? Got it? Good. Plus, legs, tall, slender legs. Great. Strong genes. If you have a son, they'll be tall. Than if she wasn't tall. So that's also good. Strong. You want a son who you can put in like fucking rugby, right? That'll make you lots of money. Well, they'll take care of you once they make lots of money. It's a retirement plan. Look after your future. Have kids with a tall woman. Fuck a tall woman. Okay. I rest my case.
Alright. Bacon, why do you love making women to big,
Love to big women.
beautiful women?
Okay. So, besides the obvious expression of more cushion for the pushing, let me say just a couple words here. Big women are easy. Why spend all the time and effort in going after an attractive, skinny, tall, well-built woman when that could take hours, days, weeks? You gotta whittle them down. You gotta hunt. You gotta go after your prize. It is hard. It is a lot of work. But big women don't attract a lot of men. Big women, you don't have to work as hard. It's harder for big women to get laid. They're more desperate. It's easy. It's quick. You can just go out to a bar, find a big woman, don't even have to be that suave. You just go up to her and you go, listen, it's been a while for you, man. How about me and you just go back to your place? You're set. Instant wet panties down there. Yes, it's not going to be as pleasurable of an experience, but it is a quick, easy time. And you, my friend, will be guaranteed to be laid that night. I end my case.
Mark, do you have a rebuttal to that?
Hey.
You muted. You go.
I see I've scared
Okay.
you.
No, it's not. They may, yes. Look. Necessarily, I don't think they're all easy. I think they're human too. They can get whatever they want, whoever they want. But tall women, bro. Nothing comes easy. Have you seen that Star Wars film? where they wrap rope around the bottom of an at and it falls over. Bro, get 2 rocks, tie some string, swing it around your head, fucking throw it at a tall woman's legs. She tips. She tips right over. Right? Knocks her head. Easy.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, so I would like to point out my opponent's obvious insinuation that he's going to rape the tall women. So if you have to get so desperate, if you have to try so hard that you are forced to, and he didn't even know the name, if he didn't even know the name of it, Ebola, you have to bola a woman to get her to lay with you.
I know what a bowler is. I've played Ark, mate.
There is no reason you should be going after her. I say big women. Big women all the way. I rest my case.
I never said I would rape them, right? I said I would show them, because...
You used your rebuttal already, good sir.
No, we have more than one rebuttal. You said keep going till we're done, so I'm going to keep going till I'm done. Just like Harvey Weinstein.
Bring it
anyway,
on.
This is really not good. Anyway, I never said that. That's outlandish. I'm saying, right? Because the movie, you show your bowler skills, right? And because taller women, obviously descendants of women who were more, hunters and stuff, the bigger woman who could actually contribute and be as good as a man. As prefer last argument. So she'll be more impressed. She's like, wow, you did that all yourself? I will go home with you.
Okay.
No rape.
You may be bowling the AT-AT's legs and toppling that tower, but I am giving the Rancor lockjaw like Luke. All right. I am going in there and I'm sticking my bone in that mouth and I'm prying it open. I'm not getting eaten today, big boy.
I'm climbing fucking Everest, bro. I'm climbing fucking Everest. I'm digging my fucking hands in that.
Case.
Climbing to the very fucking top. I'm getting there, bro. There's no oxygen up there. Yeah, I'm still going. Okay, so that's perseverance when you're literally dying for air.
Mm-hmm. Who better?
I guess if you get trapped under.
Who better to suffocate you than a fat woman? She uses that belly as an airlock, tightening your head down, but you keep going. Perseverance, goddammit. I refuse to argue anymore. I'm confident in my success.
I would just like, as my last rebuttal, I will be fine after this. Can everyone go to the Round, Dark and Handsome clips page and look at the Lumpy Lovers story? There's a short video called Lumpy Lovers, Round, Dark and Handsome shorts. It might be linked to this YouTube channel.
It's linked to this channel. It's RDH Clips.
Yes, RDH Clips, sorry. Look at the link called Lumpy Lovers. You will see why he has so much experience. I rest my case.
But before you do that, Jack.
You said that was your last rebuttal.
Jack, who is our winner?
Well, I said you're for why making love to a larger woman is better.
Mm-hmm.
You only explained to us why it's easy to get.
That's why it's better.
You didn't explain to us why it's better than the tall woman. Mark was all over the place.
But I hit it like a little bit of each target.
I would like to say the game up until getting laid is half of the battle. And if you can make that easier, then quantity...
I thought we were done with rebuttals.
Quantity over quantity,
This is redacted.
Jack.
This is redacted. And I disagree. Quantity over quality? Nah.
And I have a lot of quantity with my bitches.
Yeah.
All in one, but it's still a lot of quantity.
You've got more mass with your bitches, is what you're saying.
Bacon's argument was good, but wasn't on topic. Mark's was on topic, but wasn't good. I'm gonna have to give it to both of you. You
Oh,
get half a
I knew
point
you were gonna
each.
tie it. I knew you were gonna tie it.
That way I win.
Okay.
You cheating?
Excellent.
You cheating.
That's not cheating. I'm just nudging the system.
All right. Well, in that case,
That
I
ends
guess
the
we
game.
end that game.
Who won?
You did.
Who lost?
Well, you cheated, but you technically you won cheated.
Who lost?
Mark lost.
Oh boy, what's his punishment? We'll sort that out later.
Didn't we say there was no
Yeah,
punishments
we've
going
already
further?
we've already said there was no punishments going further.
I'll make a punishment.
No punishment.
You'll see.
Okay. God.
No, I've never been good at debating.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm good at creating like stupid shit in my head, but I can't debate the shit.
Yeah, debating. It was good. It was good, but I feel like more alcohol.
I feel like more alcohol would have made that better. Yeah.
More alcohol, I would have said more outlandish shit.
Yeah,
100.
but I feel like because Bacon's American, he's debating is in his blood.
He's been debating his whole life about politics, so
Yeah,
I never
you've been
really
debating.
that's
debate.
Americans in general. We hate Americans.
Yeah.
Did I say that already?
Yes.
I think I said
3
there's
times.
nothing worse than
You said 3 times.
You did trash America, and then Jack took that opportunity to really snatch up
Hey,
my American pride.
I have an American friend, so it's not racist.
I have multiple American friends, so it's not racist for me either.
Yeah.
Not racist.
I can say what I want.
Nationalist, maybe. Racist, not so much. All right. Well, I guess we'll leave that behind us. I had a kind of interesting experience at work yesterday. Last
Please do
night.
tell.
Um,
Was it Anne?
No, it wasn't. But I tell you stories about like how I hate my job all the time, like the bad experiences. This is actually another bad experience, but because of a bad doctor, and I actually did pretty good for this patient. So this came in as like the lowest tier call we could get dispatched to, right? This is called a wheelchair unavailable. This is when they send an ambulance to the hospital to take someone home because the wheelchair van isn't available. So they have to send an actual ambulance, right? So this is for like the super, super healthy people that that you take, and there's nothing really wrong. So we get dispatched for that. And I'm 3-manning with another crew because my partner went to days. And there's a medic, a brand new EMT basic, and then me, which is like an EMT basic with like 2 years on the job. So I get up there, and it's her turn to do the call, right? The paramedic stayed downstairs in the truck because he's lazy. And we went up to do this call, get the patient, bring him down, we drive him home. So I was listening to her report. The nurse was giving a report to my partner. I was like, within 10 feet, just kind of listening. And what I hear from the nurse is, yeah, I don't even think this patient should like be leaving here, but I don't really have a choice because the doctor ordered it. He said it was okay. And I was just kind of taken back a little. I'm like, all right, well, let me listen for the reason. She's like, yeah, he's just a little weak. He's not normal right now. And the doctor said he was fine, but I think he needs to stay. But it's whatever. You guys got to take him because the doctor ordered. And so I was like, okay, well, if he's just a little weak, like I can see why the doctor would order him home. He could still care for himself and everything like that. So we get into the room. The nurse comes with us because she needs to take out the patient's IV. She does so, puts some gauze on it, tapes it down. This man, I then start talking to him. The nurse leaves, and he's like talking like this, real slow and methodical. He's he's like barely moving at all. And, I was told by the nurse that he's been in there before. He can usually stand up. He can usually talk to you just fine. He can like walk around. And I go, hey man, you know, I'm Brandon. We're gonna take you home. Are you able to stand up and walk for me? And he's like, yeah. So I go, all right. Well, if you want to stand up and come over to this cot, that'd be great. Um, and he like tries to get up, and he just can't. He's just he can't even sit up on his own. I go, all right. I look down. His IV starts like pouring blood out of it, even though it's got gauze on it. Like it's really running. Like he must have been on blood thinners or something. So I quickly grab it with my gloved hand, and I go to my partner like, go get the nurse again and get me some gauze. This isn't gonna stop without him. And I'm just putting pressure on it. And this guy's really bleeding out of this thing. It's more than an IV should. But she finally gets me the gauze and I stop the bleeding. And this guy, and the nurse comes back in and I go, hey, you know this guy can't even sit up, right? Like, and she's like, yeah, I told you he was weak, but you know we can't. The doctor ordered us. I'm like, okay, can you try to sit up for me again? I'll help you out, man. So we do that, and I have to pick up all of his weight to even sit him up. And I go, look at this. And I take him, and I just stop supporting him. And I let him fall back down. I'm like, he can't even sit up on his own. Do you really want us to take him? Come on. And the nurse goes, I'll be back. And she goes, and she gets a residential physician, which is like a doctor that's still doing their time before becoming a real doctor. They're still
Professional, whatever.
yeah, they finished school, but they're still working in the hospital.
Yeah.
Before they can be out on their own. And they come in and I go immediately, I look at him. Look, I'm no doctor, obviously. But this man can't care for himself. He literally can't stand up. He said, I was told he could stand up, he could talk to me just fine, he could walk. He can't do any of that. He can't even sit up on his own. And she goes, no, I understand. I'll be right back. And she goes and she gets her doctor that's watching her, right? Like the doctor she's under right now. And the other doctor comes, the doctor, the ER doctor comes in. And I give him the spiel again, like, look at this man. Why the fuck are we taking him? I worded it a bit nicer. And he goes, well, I know, but, like, I just don't know what's wrong with him. I'm like, what? He's like, maybe he's just weak. I'm like, yeah, real weak? Like, there's something wrong with this guy. Like, again, no doctor, but he needs to stay here, right? And he's like, I'll be back. And he goes off. And I don't see him again for a bit, but he apparently instructed the nurse and stuff to do a few tests. Like they got his blood sugar and stuff. And this guy has diabetes apparently, and he hadn't eaten all day, and his blood sugar was still aggressively high, even though he hadn't eaten all day. And I was confused about that. But I have no idea what was wrong with this guy. But the doctor came back in, and I was like, look, man, we really shouldn't take this guy. Can you hold on to him for a little bit? And we and like we'll just put the call on hold, find out what's wrong with him, and then we'll come back later, right? And he was like, all right, yeah, that'll work. So I'm like, that doctor would have, if a crew didn't come that was willing to negotiate with them and like actually be for this patient's survival. Like, that doctor probably would have killed that patient. They would have went home, been so weak, they probably couldn't have even, like, reached for a phone to call 911. Like, he could barely move his arms. He couldn't sit up on his own. Like, that patient might have died, because they lived alone. They might have died in their house. Like,
Fucking asshole.
like, that, if I didn't...
I hate that shit.
Yeah. If I didn't, like...
So patriotic of you. So
Yeah.
American.
Listen,
I'm proud of you,
it
Bacon,
literally
for doing
wasn't my call, right? It was my partner's call. The brand new basic, but she didn't know what to do, obviously. She just kind of agreed with me the whole time. But, I mean, she's good for a new basic, obviously, but, you know. And then there's the medic, right? So the medic would have took ultimate responsibility, because if we would have transported that guy, and then I would have like been completely scot-free almost, because it wasn't my call and the medic was above me. Like, I would have been fine, but I just couldn't,
Agreed.
in good faith, take that patient home.
Yeah.
They couldn't get up. They couldn't sit up. They couldn't reach for
No,
things.
that's good.
Dude,
I'm
it's
proud of you
fucked
for
up.
that.
It's like, oh
Fuck that,
no.
yeah.
Bald eagle just comes and lands on your
Bald
shoulder.
eagle comes, lands on my shoulder. AR-15 drops
America,
from the ceiling.
fuck yeah.
No. But like, that was kind of fucky. Like that doctor literally would have let that patient die at home.
Yeah.
Doctor. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Just
why
like a
he'd
honey
say
badger.
he doesn't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, right? Like, he
I mean,
literally said,
he's
I
in
don't know what's
hospital.
wrong with him. I was like, that's why
Yeah.
he's
Hospital's
here.
the place where you find out.
That's why he's here. Find out. Do something.
So
He
what's
doesn't know why
the
he's here, man.
difference between what you are, an EMT and a paramedic? What's the difference?
So an EMT basic can do the same job as a paramedic, but we have less skills at our disposal. So we're both in the back of an ambulance. We can both respond to emergencies. We can both like work codes and stuff like that. But which is like cardiac arrest, heart attack, stuff like that. We can both do all the serious shit. But paramedics can do invasive procedures. So like they can put IVs in you and give you drugs. They can cut your throat open and shove a tube down there if they need to breathe for you like that.
Tracheotomy.
Yeah, they can trach you. Well, it's called criking when we do it in the field, but they can do all the invasive stuff, whereas like my best option to breathe for someone is to get a BVM, which is a bag valve mask. It's a mask that goes over your face with a bag on it, and I can breathe for you like that. Their most invasive step would be the crike, where they cut your throat open and put a tube down. So it's essentially, we do the same job, just they have a lot more tools at their disposal.
Yeah, more methods.
Yeah. Like they can manually shock you with a monitor, like set how many volts they want to go through that thing and everything. I have to use it like an AED. I have to monitor sense how many volts to give this guy, when to shock him, where they do it all manually.
Right.
Why don't you? Yeah, I
crack
think
someone?
same question.
I can't crike someone. Remember, that's a
Have you seen it?
Ah.
Have you seen it done?
I haven't seen it done in the field. People always say that's the most scary thing because they don't get practice with it a lot. It's very rare to crike someone because you can usually intubate someone and just put a tube down their throat, right? Criking is for like if the throat's completely closed, like the trachea, and like you can only get through down here, like right there. Then that's when you'd crike. But I've never seen a crike happen because it's so rare that you actually do it in the field. Most of the people I've talked to haven't done it as paramedics. Like the only experience
it'd
they
be rare.
have is doing it on a pig in paramedic school.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you ever see yourself like getting qualified to become a paramedic?
I wanted to be a firefighter paramedic since I was a little kid, right? That was always my dream job. I went and I became a firefighter EMT because that's what you do before you become a fire medic. And I just hated the fire side of things a lot. Like, just the structure of it. It was more militaristic style where, like, you never question the people above you. You do exactly what they say. Even if it kind of like sucks and they're being unfair to you or it's very militaristic where you listen to that guy above you with more experience.
I don't like that. I think that's very wrong. I think if you know, you never know if the people above you are like biased or in it for their own game or are just pieces of shit. You don't know. So
mainly the issue is just the pieces of shit who either don't care about patients or don't care about new people and make them do a bunch of unnecessary bullshit tasks, right?
It's the power trip.
Yeah, the little power trip they go on that I didn't like. So with just going EMS, I see that a lot less. Still, whenever I'm on a call and there's a medic there, I will... Are you kidding me? No, we're good. Okay, I thought my audio was cut out again, but it was just because you guys weren't talking. I was looking at the wrong button.
yeah.
All right.
Imagine.
But I would... yeah, but I lost my train of thought. I will still I will question medics in the field, but I will always go with what they say, obviously, because they're the higher certification level in the squad. So if it's happened before where some situation arises and I go, "Are you sure you want to do that? It looks like this." And they go, "Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks for letting me know."
Yeah.
I will do that, but as soon as they say, "No, this is why we're doing it like this," back off.
In your trust.
Good for you.
Yeah. It's in your hands.
Yeah, because ultimately, if they're in charge of the squad because they have the highest certification level, anything that gets fucked up is mainly on them. That's why you have to have a good basic with you that you trust, because if a basic fucks something up too, it goes back on the medic as well as the basic.
Yeah.
But if a medic fucks up, it doesn't really go back on the basic.
So are you gonna become a paramedic, or?
I wanted to, but now that I don't want to do the fire side of things, and plus with the COVID vaccine mandates that are happening, I'm probably gonna have to get out of the medical field soon anyway.
Look at this man.
You don't want to get a vaccine?
No, I'm not getting a vaccine. I know a guy that
He's
died
one of them freedom fighters.
No, but I mean, I've taken patients that it's really fucked up, and I've also my dad worked with a man at his sheriff's office that it just flat out killed. Like, honestly, I'm like I almost fear the vaccine more than I do the actual COVID now.
A ton of people who have gone and nothing ever happens.
No.
I just think it's
I do. There are tons of people that just nothing happens to, and again, we don't know any long-term effects right now. But short-term effects, they are there, but they're not.
They're not as bad as, say, 100,000 people get the vaccine, 100,000 people get COVID. More people are going to die from COVID than the vaccine. I think the risk,
but
isn't as bad.
Yeah, but
in my opinion.
Yeah, I got you. I got what you're saying, but also the vaccine doesn't stop you from spreading COVID. It stops COVID from affecting you.
Which is still better than nothing.
Yeah, you can still spread it, even if you don't have the vaccine, or even if you have the vaccine. So really, you're getting the shot to protect yourself, which I am all for. If you want to get the vaccine, protect yourself, good on you. Like, that's good for you. I'm not going to say anything bad about you ever. But don't force me to get it too, right? Like,
yeah, no, I agree. I would never.
if you're vaccinated, you should have nothing to worry about from me. I'm in danger. I'm endangering myself, no one else.
And that's how I say it. It's like, if you don't want to get it, it's fine. Like, just as long as that's your choice. Like,
yeah. Again, it should be about your personal choice. It's your body. You should be able to decide what goes in it. You know?
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
But also, on the other hand, I think be prepared to not have as many freedoms. Because here it's going to be, in about October.
Yeah.
If you're not fully vaccinated, you're not going to be allowed to go to the pub, cafes, anywhere. You're not going to be allowed in any places.
Yeah.
Which I think is up to each person's rule, like, in my opinion.
I don't think it should be
going by state.
Yeah. I don't think it should be.
It is by state, yeah.
I don't think it should be mandated by the government for that. I think it should be up to the individual establishments.
Stores. Yeah.
Because I can see a private business going, listen, you're not vaccinated. I'm not super well versed on that. I don't want you in my store if you're not vaccinated. That's fine. It's a mom and pop shop that are worried about their health or whatever, and they see vaccinated unvaxxed people as a threat. Don't let them in, you know? But I don't think it should be governmentally mandated, whereas, like, if the store owner's like, I don't care if you're vaccinated or not, but the government's forcing me not to let you in, you know?
Yeah. Well, obviously, like, I guess essentials will be like that. Essentials,
yeah,
you won't have to be fully vaccinated for sure, but I think it's more things like clubs, pubs, you know,
public events.
I think that's fine being government mandated, because if you're having a lot of people crowded in one spot for a long time, it's a lot safer if it's just vaccinated people, because you're still going to get that, like, full capacity. It's not like the club's going to lose any money because everyone's going to want to come in. It's going to be fucking packed at the beginning.
Well, here's also a way to think about it. Why, if you can still spread it while you're vaccinated, why does it matter if the unvaxxed just want to take that risk, right, and get COVID? If they're personally like, I don't care if I get COVID, I'd rather risk it. You guys are all vaccinated, right? So I'm not putting you in jeopardy. Why
True.
Why can't
Didn't
I
think of
risk
that.
my life? I can go skydiving if I want. I can go bungee jumping. Those are all dangerous. Why can't I go to a club being unvaccinated?
Because it's against the law.
Yeah, it's against the law.
It's government mandated.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
You know,
I mean,
it's
we're-
food for thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get vaccinated over here, you get it's called a
certificate.
vaccine passport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a vaccine.
I don't
card
have
over
that
there.
yet, but I've got a certificate on my email that I just can show. I think the passports are
I have a
rolling out
card.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Really?
card already. Yeah.
No one I know has ever gotten given that. I think.
They have this little card that's got like a little X and it's got the date that
Oh.
you're vaccinated, like my first dose, and then next. I think on the 25th is my next, and then I'll be fully.
I didn't get that.
done.
But there, the New South Wales. Oh, well, no, you don't. We've got
No,
a
I
New
don't.
South Wales service app that any shop we go to, we just open it, the QR code,
We got that
check-in
too.
time, check-out time. So eventually they're gonna put the passport digitally on there, or like your
Yeah.
certificate. So you literally just open your New South Wales service app, show your certificate. Yes, I'm fully vaccinated, and then cops will be like, "All right, you're good to go, cunt."
Yeah, we have that over here, but you only scan in. You don't
You don't scan out. Here
No,
you scan out
what
because if
will
you scan
happen is
out
like you
after
text,
someone,
they like get a text. Like
Does it
when you
detect?
get, what happens is like you'll scan it, and then like if you've been in this vicinity, it'll text you and say, "Hey, you've been in the vicinity of this person around the same time that you were there," and there's like a normal hour
okay.
time.
Ours is like five to the T. Like I can sign. I can.
Yeah, well, New
say I
South
go into
Wales is
BW.
fucked.
No. But the thing is, I agree with it because say I go in, I go to BWS. I go to BWS right to get my alcohol. I go
Yeah.
in, get a 6-pack of beers. Takes me 1 minute, literally. I'm out within 1. All I do is open my phone, check out within 1 minute. Imagine if someone with COVID walked in like 10 minutes later. If I didn't have that checkout option, I would have to self-isolate for 14 days and, not be able to leave my house or my room at all.
Paid leave, dude. Paid leave.
I don't get paid leave because I work from home.
Well, then what's stopping you? What's
Yeah. Well, because, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was a good game. It was good.
It was a good game. I just wasn't feeling. I wasn't feeling
it today.
You won no cunts, so shut your fucking mouth.
Well, he won because he kind of
Fucking-
cheated.
That's true.
It was either I give the point to Bacon or give the point to Mark. So I gave it to both of you.
Mhm.
Just cut it. You get the piece of cake. You cut it in half. There you go, kids.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
cool
I think
fucking
I'll-
hack.
You have your cake and eat it too. Fucking not how the world works.
It is now.
Oh,
The cake
God.
tastes good.
All right. Well, we agreed to kind of make this a shorter episode, because daussay will no longer be a main feature on the channel because he's backed out way too many times. I talked to him. He's cool with it. He just wants to be a guest from time to time. So we're trying to find a new person to take over that full-time spot. And Mark, you can do it. You can do it.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. If we go to like a pre-recording
Mhm.
state, then yes,
Right.
I'd be happy to do it.
Okay. So, yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Check out the second channel. It's linked down below and up in the banner and all that good stuff.
Look at the Lumpy Lovers story.
More
Bad
view-
Dragons,
more views
please
is better.
sponsor me.
Yeah, please, Bad Dragons. Please, I'm begging.
Sponsor.
I would like to be sponsored by Up and Go so I can have unlimited Up and Goes in my fridge. Thank you. I look forward to your messages.
All right.
No, namaste.
Adios.